Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. So we are doing a Obby again. If you did not notice, we will be telling another story about my insane babysitter. And that's why we're doing this insane babysitter Obby. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get started off with the story. So it starts about a year ago. So my parents were going on a date night, a date night. So they were going to this restaurant and then they were going to a hotel. So I got a babysitter. So my parents hired her, about about 15 an hour. Something like that. So, I met the babysitter, and she's like, "Oh, hi, it's gonna be so much fun." I'm like, "Sure, maybe." Because, I wasn't too excited a babysitter was watching me, like an average person. So, I wasn't too excited, and she's like, "Oh, come on, we're gonna have so much fun." I'm like, "Okay." And my parents were like, "Come on, don't be rude." I'm like, "Okay, let's go have fun, blah, blah, blah." And mind you, this was like a teenager. I'm pretty sure she was, how old was she? She was like 15, 16, so, in high school. So, I'm like, okay, maybe I actually can have fun. So, most of the time I'm just upstairs in my room playing some Roblox, So while this is happening, I hear something downstairs, and I'm like, what's this? And mind you, it's only been about 2 hours. So after 2 hours, I come downstairs, and I'm like, oh, what's that noise? So the very first thing that I see is my babysitter dancing in the living room. And I'm like, what? And then she's like, and then when she sees me, she's like, everyone stop. And everyone, like, it takes a minute for everyone to stop. And she's like, hey. And I'm like, are you having a party? And she's like, yeah, please don't tell your parents. I'm like, well, I might not tell my parents, but you're gonna have to give me something. She's like, what? Please don't tell your parents. Your parents will tell mine. I'm like, how does money sound? And she's like, how much you want? I'm like, give me $200. And she's like, $200? And I'm like, do you want your parents to know? And I was like, and she was like, no, fine. And she gives me $200. And for apparently a kid like me, that's a lot of money. Because I can spend that on whatever I want. So that is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. So I got my $200, and then I see something on the table, and I'm like, what is that? It was white, mind you. It was white. And this white stuff, I thought it was sugar or something. But you all know what it is. It was cocaine. And I'm like, what is this? And she's like, no, you don't need to see that. I'm like, is that cocaine? And she's like, no. I'm like, I would like some more money. And she's like, that's not cocaine. And then one of her, high friends says, oh, yeah, it is. I'm like, And then the babysitter's like, name blank. I'm gonna give him a name. Jonathan. And he's like slurring his words because he's drunk. And I'm like, yeah, I want about $200 more. And she's like, I don't have that type of money. And she said, but then the same guy, Jonathan, he says, but I thought you just got your allowance. And he's so stupid. And the babysitter's like, Jonathan. And I think Jonathan was her brother. I don't know why you invite him to a party, but whatever. So, and I'm like, I would like that money now. And everyone in the party is like, yeah, woo, you just got busted. And she's like, shut up. Shut up. Okay, I'll give you the money. So, mind you, I'm not even 13, and I have $400. That's a lot to do. So, I'm very happy, and I'm like, anything else I need to know about? And she's like, no, just please go upstairs. And I'm like, okay. So I go upstairs, and she says, so I'm going to keep on having this party. And I'm like, she gave me $400. So after she gave me the $400, and I'm like, sure, you can do the party. And mind you, my parents were still at the hotel. So I was just in my room, and then I fell asleep, right? But when I woke up, every single person was there because no one could give them a ride because they were all drunk. So while they're all drunk, they slept at my house, and the very first thing I see is a person on my couch, like on my couch sleeping. I'm like, okay. So that was a little weird. So then, I don't want to be like they're sleeping and it's the morning and my parents still aren't home. And I think they're gonna be home around, noon, 2-ish, something like that. But, I was getting some cereal, because I was hungry, because it was breakfast. And, while it was breakfast, I was making the cereal and someone woke up and he says, hey dude. It was just a random person. I'm like, hey. He's like, fixing you some cereal? I'm like, yeah. He's like, can I have some? I'm like, sure, I don't care. Because nothing was broken. So, So, but then I hear something. I'm like, what's that? It's the garage door. My parents are home. I'm like, okay, everyone needs to get out. My parents are home. And the babysitter wakes up and she's like, everyone get out. And mind you, there's like pills on the table and a bunch of crazy other things. And I'm like, and everyone's like, oh, come on. And my babysitter's like freaking out, putting all the stuff in the trash can. And I'm just sitting there laughing. Because, it's kind of funny. Because she kind of deserved it too. So while this is all happening, my mom comes in. And she's like, what the? And she starts screaming, like, get out of my house, blah, blah, blah. And for some reason, she got a freaking bat. I don't know where she got it. It just came up. It didn't just pop out of thin air, but she got the bat. She got a bat, mind you. And a bunch of these people were hanged over. So I'm like, okay. Well, this is very interesting. So my mom is like, everyone get out, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, okay. And they all get out. And my babysitter's like, oh, please don't tell my parents. And then she's like, oh, I'm going to tell your parents now, get out. And she was like, okay, please don't tell my parents. And then she just walked out the door, or ran out the door, I should say. And my mom's like, "Are you okay?" And my dad's still in the car doing something, I don't even know, probably on his phone. And then he sees all these teenagers like get out of his house, and he's like, "What the?" So while my mom was screaming at me, like, "What did you do? Did your babysitter do this? Did you invite all these people?" And mind you, I'm not even 13. And my mom was asking me these things, and I'm like, "No, I didn't invite them. The babysitter did." She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." Are you okay? And she says, "Yeah, I'm fine." And my dad just walks in, and then he sees all this trash, and he's like, "Nope." And he just walks out. No, that's why I love my dad. He's so funny. So that was the story about my insane, crazy babysitter. So all of you saying, "What's up?" Hey, how you doing? I would like to say goodbye and peace. Bye. Bye. Let's go. Okay, why can't I get this? Bye.